Hey there, Shane here again. So this is another case study. Basically a client that we've helped with local SEO for a good while now. Um, as you can see, they have a pretty decent website. The website is not a WordPress website, and we usually work with WordPress websites. If you're on Wix or on another platform, we usually migrate it over to WordPress because it's just much easier building out pages at scale, and just to, all of the guys on my team are well versed in WordPress. So we usually just migrate over to WordPress. Now, in this case, since it was a client that was referred to us, we were not able to move them over to WordPress because that would take a lot of work. And then there's also another agency in between. So what we did was we just made the best of it. Essentially, we added additional service pages, additional location pages, as you can see here. These are just a few of the location pages, the main areas that they service. But if you actually run the sitemap of this website, they actually have more pages on their website. Now, the number one reason, of course, to build location pages is to rank in the area that you're looking to get more jobs in. And if you're in Chicago, if you're in Miami, you don't just want to have one page target in Miami because that's a lot of competition there, right? It's very competitive. So you want to break that down into different cities. So we do that with all of our, I shouldn't say all of our SEO clients, but most of our SEO clients. We started with the service area pages. If it's not a very competitive industry, we actually just go ahead and focus more on the Google My Business profile. And later on, we do also add additional pages to their website. So in terms of the location page, as you can see, the content is well written. We have the location mentioned throughout the entire page, and then also small things that make it unique to that area. So mentioning certain streets, venues, or special, let's see here, if we can find one. Just special things to see there, if you're going on vacation or if you're from the area. There's certain things that are iconic to that area that, that would ring a bell and make this speak to you more and make you want to reach out to my client, right? To Dent Clinic. So as you can see, we have the services mentioned. We don't want to dive into that too much on the location page. We want to tell them how to get started. That's usually something, if you land on this page, you don't want to just mention it. It's quick and easy to get started. Mention the services and then link back up to the different service pages. In this case, we only mentioned the main services rather than all of these specific services. And then we went down into before and after pictures. Now, these were images that were crafted by my team. As you will see in a bit, we do pretty great work when it comes to crafting beautiful eye-catching images for social and your Google My Business. And in my opinion, Google My Business is actually also like a social platform. It's a listing, but it acts as social media. You got to keep it up to date in order to rank on maps and get more traffic. The next thing you'd want on your location page are testimonials, and these should link back to your Google My Business profile and also have maybe the Google logo there. That way they know where that review is coming from. And just so, they know that you didn't just make that up. And having pictures here would also help a lot. In this case, they only have a couple of pictures, which does help. But if all of these were pictures and if these pictures were a bit larger, it would make even more sense. But like I said, we did not have that much control over the website. And in this case, it's a Duda website, which Duda is a great platform, but we just work much faster on WordPress. And in the FAQ section, this is to rank for longer tail keywords and just to answer the questions of like a potential customer. So you really want to not SEO the heck out of your FAQs, but actually answer the questions of, if I land on this, if I'm in Setterberg and I land on this website, there might be questions that I might have. You'd want to make sure that these are specific to that area. So that is number one. And then making sure that all of the technicals, the on-page SEO are well sorted. So you can see proper title, description, making sure everything is filled out, the keywords, everything right. And ideally having also images on your website, the schema, the links, all named. Next thing you'd want to do, like I said, we were creating content for his Google My Business. So if you have a look here, these are the content pieces that we created, and then we link back out to certain pages. So depending on the title of the GMB post, we link out to a specific page. Now, in many cases, or in most cases, it's going to be the home page or the contact us page, but it could just be that we have a special page for our dent repair process. So we link out to the dent repair process page. In this case, they did not have that, so we just link back to the dent repair page, which also has information about the process. So as you see, we used to do a lot more GMB posts than we do today. We don't do as many today for clients because it's simply not necessary if we do all of the other stuff, the deep optimization of the Google My Business profile, and then also making sure that we build backlinks to the Google My Business profile, and then having your citations taken care of and focusing more on the website. Now, another thing that we would normally do is add Q&As. So in some cases, we may create like 30 Q&As and just upload them to the Google My Business profile. Now, nowadays, you actually cannot add Q&As to the Google My Business profile because there's AI and Google wants to keep that for themselves. So they're answering questions of users if you do any kind of like search or how to search, or what if or what quote search. They will present you with an answer to your question. So this is not possible anymore, but back in the day, it was another opportunity to show that you're an engaged business owner and that you're live and active, you're answering the questions of your customers. Now, to be honest, it was a huge pain in the ass because we would have to create accounts to post the question and also answer the question. So I'm actually pretty happy that we don't have that anymore, because then it just allows us to focus on more important stuff. Now, another thing that I would like to show is just essentially, let me see here, back to, let's just pick a random date. All right, so we have chosen March 2024. As you can see, there are images here. These are the type of graphics or images that we actually create for most of our clients. Some of them are just, we just post like the original image. But for us, nowadays, maybe it was different in the past, but GMB posts could actually help you rank. And maybe they still have some kind of influence on how you rank right now. But it's more about conversion, right? You want to speak to your customers, so make it beautiful, make it engaging. So use these posts as an opportunity to actually capture the attention of your potential customers, because if you can capture their attention and send them through to your website, or have them call, click the call button on your Google My Business profile, it's gonna help you much more, and it's also gonna support your rank. So you could say indirectly you're also working on your SEO, you're also helping your SEO by actually focusing on the customer. So yeah, these are sample images. I'll probably add them to the website just so you guys can see the type of like quality that we aim for even when we're doing like, mainly like local SEO for clients. So as you can see, this is their Google My Business profile, over 400 reviews. They had way less when they first started with us. They have their Dent clinic name here and some additional keywords. In this case, normally we wouldn't recommend like keyword stuffing, but in this case, they get away with it, and they've gotten away with it for a long time. So it's great for their profile, for their business. And as you can see, they're continuously adding new posts to their Google My Business profile, getting more reviews, and we have like the system in order to do that, to systematically ensure that they get more customers. And another thing that really helps is having this large book online button. Just the availability of online booking is going to make so much difference, right? Because some people are looking to actually book a time right now. They don't want to call you, they don't want to speak to you, they just want to get the job done. And if you have a ton of reviews here, they're just going to take action. So all of this is connected to their website, connected to a CRM, and that's what's going to help you grow. All right, that's it for this testimonial. Cheers. All right, one last thing before I let you guys go. So, since we still have like these screenshot, like I said, we don't use local Viking anymore, switches, we switched to a different tracking tool. But as you can see down here, they have over 190 calls, click right. And if we have a link, if we continue, right, this over 400 calls, website clicks over 700, almost 800 website clicks. So this is a pretty powerful campaign, right? They are getting a ton of results month over month, and it's no, yeah. Once you see the results, once you see your Google My Business profile and your website and everything working for you like a system, and you're getting in a ton of calls, leads calling you up, and you're just like extremely busy, you will probably never go back on like SEO. All right, that's it.